Hi, it's Will from stormthecastle.com, and here on YouTube you know me as Epic Fantasy, and this is my latest video. This is a introductory blacksmithing tutorial, kind of, and this is all about the changing color of steel. If you're a blacksmith or you've done some blacksmithing, you're familiar with this, so this is not going to be anything new for you. But if you're curious about what a blacksmith does and how it works and how they forge steel, then you're going to learn a little something here in this short video. It's all about how steel changes in color as it gets hotter. And it's very important to a blacksmith because at those different stages, different things happen. Dioramas, origami, catapults, and trebuchets, telescopes, terrariums, bonsai trees, and paper games, swords and shields, and real blacksmithing, model rockets, animation. I teach the art of real creation. StormTheCastle.com. Let's make something. Okay, let's take a look at the steel we're going to use. This is a piece of 01 steel. It's pretty thin. It's 3/16 of an inch in thickness, so it's going to heat up in the forge pretty quick. So let's put one end in, and it'll show you something about steel. See, let's take a look now. I had it in for just a minute, and you see, I'm going to pause it here, but can you see how there is a golden wheat kind of color on the right, and then move left, it starts to get blue? That's a good indicators of what is going on, and the steel is starting to heat up. The golden wheat is just barely starting to get hot. The blue is a little bit hotter. And those are both important when it comes to steel when you want to temper it. When you don't want the steel to be so hard and brittle, you want it to be soft a bit. And those are typical colors that you would shoot for. But no, we're just heating the steel up, so it's going to go through a series of colors on its way to white hot. So let's look some more. So now I've heated up some more. See on the right there, you can see some wheat and some blue. And now the tip is a dull red, getting hotter. Still not hot enough to actually forge in the way you think of a blacksmith forge and hitting it with a hammer. It's got to get hotter for that. What we're going to do here is, there we go. Now that tip is just about ready to do a little bit of forging. See, it was orange, now it's a dull red. Now we're going to go all the way. I'm going to really heat this thing up, and we're going to take a look, and I will pause it so I can explain some of this. Now right there, now on the very end it was white. It was white hot, and that kind of faded out really quick because it was just barely white hot. But you can see there's plenty of yellow, and that is a good forge welding temperature. That means it's at the point where it will actually melt into another piece of steel that's that hot also. I mean, that's interesting. When you want to weld two pieces of steel together to make them one, you get it to that yellow hot color. And then we progress right, and you see that is so we go white, and now the yellow, and then the orange, and then the red, and then from there, because of the camera and it's getting to be night, you can't really see the blue, and then on the far right is the wheat color. So there are two temperature ranges that a blacksmith really looks for, and he knows these temperatures by the color. The first range is the forging temperature ranges, which is the yellows and the oranges and the reds, and within that temperature range, the blacksmith can manipulate the steel to shape it into the desired shape. In the case here, you see a sword. But at those colors, the properties of the steel are very brittle. It's not a serviceable steel for its end use. So the blacksmith will heat up the steel again to get us to our softer colors, our tempering colors, like our blue and our gold and our wheat color. And that brings out the properties of the steel where it's very resilient, it has some give to it, and it's a serviceable item. Thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing to my channel. If you're not a subscriber, hit that button. I always have lots of fun and interesting and very creative projects. I do 2 new ones every week. As an example, here's a couple more videos you might want to watch.